we started our journey at the beginning of Route 66 in Chicago, Illinois.
My sister Rhonda lives in Chicago, and she played tour guide for us on our first stop along our road trip.
We enjoyed drinks and dinner with friends, and then took the L Rail downtown for breakfast the next morning.
Lou Mitchell's restaurant is well known among Route 66 buffs as the starting point for the Mother Road. At breakfast, we enjoyed a free donut hole and had some milk duds for our dessert.
Our drive began in the city surrounded by traffic. The cars thinned out the further away we traveled as the city highways turned to country roads.
Route 66 kept us off the highways, giving us the
In Gardner, we stopped at a small two-cell jail. It was built in 1906 and primarily used as a place for hobos riding the rails to spend the night.
Signs were posted along Route 66 listing local attractions and giving information on the area.
In Dwight, we stopped at the historic Ambler Becker gas station, where we pretended to fill up the Malibu.
In Pontiac, we got our kicks on Route 66 in front of the large city murals. Here, we also toured the Route 66 Museum, where paraphernalia is on display showcasing the history of the Mother Road.
One of the attractions at the museum is the original VW van used by Bob Waldner. It was the inspiration for an animated movie that came out several years ago.
In Atlanta, we walked around outside, enjoying the beautiful weather, fragrant gardens, and smiling at the local water tower.
An old-fashioned arcade gave me the chance to practice my skills and have some fun.
In Lincoln, we stopped along the side of the road to view the Rail Splitter. This is the world's largest covered wagon, according to the Guinness Book of World Records.
We had dinner one evening at the Cozy Dog, home of the first corn dog.
All along Route 66, we saw large Paul Bunyan statues. These were originally used for advertising, but are now on display as giant roadside attractions.
As giant in size as the Paul Bunyan statues are, none compared to the giant reputation of our 16th president, Abraham Lincoln.
Springfield, Illinois was the home of the Lincolns in the years leading up to his presidency. It is also here where he is finally buried, in a tomb alongside his family, with the epitaph, "Now he belongs to the ages."
The Lincoln's home has been preserved in a neighborhood reminiscent of the mid-1800s. Tours of the home are led by National Park Rangers, who guide you through each room in the house.
As you make your way from the formal parlor to the informal living room, the guide shares stories of the Lincolns. Their bedrooms were decorated in the latest French style, which is in contrast to the small kitchen with a wood-burning stove.
Finally, in the backyard next to the barn, you can see their outhouse. with 3 toilets spaced far enough apart to allow room for women's hoop skirts.
After receiving the nomination for presidential candidate, the Lincoln said farewell to Springfield at the train depot. This is where he gave his famous farewell address to the residents who had come to see him off to Washington, D.C.
We spent 2 nights in Springfield in order to have time to see all the sights. We camped in the 90-degree heat, but still needed a fire to make our dinner. This leg of the trip was fun and entertaining, a great start to our road trip and finding our home on the road.